Petco Park in downtown San Diego. We've got baseball under the lights. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the NL West between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres.
And now, your 2021
It's time for Padres baseball.
San Diego
Next.
Padres.
Chris Paddock, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now to the plate, Raimel Tapia. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Colorado, the center fielder.
First delivery to him.
Tapia.
Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Guys, the Swingin' Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Strike two called, and it's full 3-2.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking it.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not hard.
What's up? This is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
Your attention, please.
Always easy to do.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 5. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
And there are 2 away now. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. D-Ro, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Friars will get their first chance, no score. John Gray is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Next up is Luis Camposano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and that's out number 1.
Batting second.
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Into the box, Jorge Ona, as he'll take a look at ball one. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Gray, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit high and deep to right center. On the run is Tapia. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third, no left fielder, Tommy.
So 2 out, nobody on. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. First pitch on its way. As he rips it on the ground to second. A dive, he's got it. It's in time. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Trevor Story. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And now the first pitch. C.J. Cron comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Behind 0-2 now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 35.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Change up low, 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The 2-1 home.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. Chris Owings would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Now at the plate here is Will Myers, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least.
Will Myers.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
2-2 the count. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Tapia. One down.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And that's the second out.
Batting sixth. Not shortstop.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he misses 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Chris Owings now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here it comes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Pitch on the way. To the left side, but it's well foul. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The pitcher, number 55, John Gray.
Standing in now, John Gray. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 1-1, here it comes. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of...
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So a pitching clinic there as he sets them down in order, all via the punch-out. We play 2.5, no score on the show. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Hit hard on the ground at first. And there's one down now.
Batting 8, the second baseman,
One out now in the San Diego third, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. First pitch coming, here it is. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Owings is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
batting 9, the pitcher,
So next to hit is Chris Paddock. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Tapia gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Striding in for the Rockies, Raimel Tapia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the AB now. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here? And there's the first hit of the game for Colorado.
The batter, number 1.
So now to the plate, Garrett Hampson, and he hits it hard to the right side, and that's through for a hit, and he can't come up with it cleanly here in right.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
As he will look at a curveball right on the black, apparently. It's strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Trevor Story is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Hit hard down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. So that'll bring up C.J. Cron as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
3-1 to him now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
The next 3-2. And another foul ball. Once again a 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and that'll bring up the catcher, Elias Diaz. ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. They make it look easy, don't they? Around the horn for the double play to end the inning. We're back with more on this Monday night after this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The catcher.
Here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Turned on down the line, and the Friars are into the hit column.
Leadoff knock right there, Dan. How frustrating is it to let that leadoff guy get on?
Well, every pitcher, you want to get that first guy out, D-Roy. The chances of scoring runs are so much more slim when you get that first guy out. Traffic on the bases, now you have to pitch out of the stretch. It's never easy for the pitcher.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting. Left field.
1 out, runner at first. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. From the stretch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
The third baseman, number 4.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Myers. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. This is foul right side. Back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Memories being made at the ballpark tonight, as they should be. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes a left fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman.
Next, here is Alaris Montero. Struck out in his first at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. 2 balls and no strikes.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Gray, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
The throw pulls him off the bag.
The center fielder,
And now in the box, Raimel Tapia trying here to plate the tying run from second. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Here comes the 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Swing and a liner. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. So stepping in is Garrett Hampson. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Behind 0-2 now. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 2 left for Colorado. They still trail it here 2-1. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up Trent Grisham.
the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Tapia. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Into the box now, Chris Paddock. As he'll lift it up in the air, this is back behind second. Hampson is there, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still lead it 2-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Charlie Blackmon. Austin Adams takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Next, it'll be Trevor Story. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next up is C.J. Cron. It was a walk in his last trip. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there. Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he'd lost sight of it, but then I watch it and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
To the plate now, Elias Diaz. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
2-1 now.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
All even now, 2-2. Cron, the runner at first with 2 gone. Towards second. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
In now, Chris Owings. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball and a count like that is just unforgivable.
And a bouncing ball foul. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 2 left for Colorado. Our score remains 2-1. So now here is Luis Camposano, singled in his last at-bat.
The catcher, Luis.
First offering on its way. And he puts it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Digging in next, Jorge Ona. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-2.
Nope, that's the ball. Count is 1 and 2.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate now, Tommy Pham. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. No hits to this point. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. So here's Will Myers. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that one is gone! A 2-run home run off the bat of Will Myers. Number 14 on the season, and the Padres have made it a 4-1 game.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Julian Fernandez, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
base.
Standing in now, Eric Hosmer. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now 4-1 Friars. 7th inning ready to roll, and set to go is the third baseman, Elauris Montero.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Here's the first pitch to him. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Ona has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Fernando.
Brendan Rodgers steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with one gone in the inning. First offering on its way. Hit down the third baseline. Reined in. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th, as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Raimel Tapia. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
Stepping in now, Garrett Hampson. He grounds it sharply to third. Scooped up onto second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Colorado. They trail it 4-1.
7th inning stretch.
Daniel Bard will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
For Colorado, number 52.
Stepping up is Fernando Tatis Jr. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 2.
Shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
He's set, and the pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, Trent Grisham, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. the pitch. Goes the other way as this is lined to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And Owings will make the play there to retire the side. Padres down in order, but they lead it 4-1. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Drew Pomeranz has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first.
Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Rocks are back within a couple. It's 4-2 now.
Again, it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues the hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Lifted down the line in left. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
The first baseman, number 25, C.J. Crone.
Here's C.J. Crone now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in next, Elias Diaz. It was a base hit last time up. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Padres 4 and the Rockies 2. Jairo Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Manny Machado is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. First offering.
That's the ball.
They'll start this one at 274. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. The 1-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 pitch. There's a base hit on the line.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate, Luis Camposano. This one's flared off to the right side. Hampson ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jorge.
Digging in now for San Diego, Jorge Ona. Lifetime against this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First delivery to him. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Story backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Now at the plate is Tommy Pham. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Jose Azocar will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Has a look, now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. The 1-0. Lifted in the air to center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for San Diego. as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Jose Azocar will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Tim Hill comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Digging in will be Chris Owings. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's set. Here it comes. Hard ground ball to third. Right to him. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Next, it'll be Lawrence Montero. No hits to this point. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty. One man out. Fouled off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Hit hard towards second. There to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Ian Desmond will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 3 homers and 7 driven in. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Last strike now for Colorado. Shot towards second, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
4-2 the final score tonight. San Diego took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Chris Paddock with his 4th win this season. Tim Hill hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Mm-hmm.